Well, hello everybody. Yes, you're saying this correctly. I am making a video. It was September of 2021 before last time I made a video, and I know when Cyrus sees this, he's going to be surprised. But I decided to come back to YouTube and give it another try. So this is my first video in a while, so I'm going to start using this format. Simply because it gives me the ability to make videos while I'm driving home or driving into work. It allows me to make stuff on my phone, and because I don't want to be tied down to a stinking computer like I used to be. So a lot of stuff's happened in the last year and a half, jobs and changing in work and things like that, but we've gotten into this new console era. It's been past the time that Microsoft bought Bethesda. I put my 2 cents out there and got a little attacked by it, but you know, that's how some people do. They get a little butthurt about things. But now we're starting to see the first thing that's coming out of that acquisition that's going to benefit Microsoft. And only Microsoft. It's going to be Starfield. Starfield was shown off, and in the newest showcase that Microsoft had, it looked fantastic. That 45 minutes direct of Starfield was amazing. It made my jaw drop that they put this much effort into it, that it looked that good. It was running that good, and it was ready for prime time, because then we're getting it here in September. But there's now controversy. And why wouldn't the video game world, especially video game YouTube, not have controversy? Some YouTubers, and especially one big YouTuber that I used to watch, and I'm not going to name names because I'm not going to get into calling people out, because it's just not my way, but still are bitching that Starfield is 30 frames per second. Yes, Starfield on the consoles is 30 frames per second. Sorry, I had my wipers on, and you know, I still had them on. Series X is 4K 30, and Series S is 1440p 30. On the computer, it's probably going to be a little bit more. You probably can crank up those frames per second, because it's a computer. That is the master race, as they like to call it. So what's the bitching about it? What's the controversy? This other YouTuber and some people are just griping and moaning and pissing and bitching that Starfield is only going to be 30 frames per second, and that means it's running bad. The consoles are bad. Okay, I own a Series X, and I own a PS5. I've been known to be a little bit PlayStation biased, and I was a little bit of a fanboy going into this generation, simply because I liked Sony better the last generation. I'm man enough to admit that. But I'm a geek with cash, and I ended up buying both of them. They're both good consoles, but they're consoles. Consoles have limitations. Consoles don't have the upgradability of a PC, and some things are done to make the games run like they're supposed to. And this is what Todd Howard, I think that's his last name. Todd Howard at Bethesda came out and said, yes, we decided to make the decision to do 30 frames per second on the console. This bullshit, especially from these YouTubers, and this one YouTuber, which I'm very disappointed, is turned into acting like a super Sony pony. There's no sense in it. Quit being spec whores. If you want to be a spec whore, you play on PC. That way you put your money into the graphics card, you put your money into the motherboard, the RAM, and all that good stuff. Buy you an ultra wide screen monitor that can do 4K 120 hertz, and then say, I want my game running at 120 frames per second or something. If you buy a console, you're buying the convenience of the console. The consoles are meant to just give you the most powerful, consumer-friendly base way to play the games, or at least maybe not the most powerful, but it is. If you want to play Nintendo, you play it on the Switch. You want to play Sony stuff, you play it on the PlayStation. You want to play Microsoft stuff or on the Xbox, you play it there, or the PC. I mean, Sony stuff is going to PC as well. But this spec whoring bullshit and throwing fits to try to make Sony look good and blah blah blah. Oh, Microsoft is horrible. The console just can't run it. It's no good. I don't know if these YouTubers, especially this one YouTuber, is stupid and didn't see that 45-minute direct. We got actual direct gameplay of the game playing, and it didn't look like it had a problem running. Now, it's a Bethesda game. It's going to be buggy. They even come out saying it's the less buggiest Bethesda game in a long time, but let's just be honest here. This is just stupid. I've gotten to myself to the point where I'm not going to side with any console, any company, even though I'm guilty of it in the past, and I'm okay with that. I understand it. I was a little Sony pony myself, a little bit, because I was going to pro PS5, but I got over it. I own both consoles, but I don't care that it's 30 frames per second. I'm waiting now on bated breath because it's a new big open world Bethesda game, and I'm like, hot damn, bring it. Cyrus and I geeked out about it on Game Ramblings. Something you ought to go watch is Game Ramblings on Cyrus's page, Cyrus's channel, Super Mega Graphics 64. That's a weird ass name. I never told him that. Not really as weird ass. It's cool, and it's a lot of stuff at one time in one name. But this is just stupid. I don't care if this goes back to that YouTuber. I'm not trying to be a dick about it. But dude, if you are watching this, and I've talked to you on the side in the past, stop going all crazy to make Sony look better. 30 frames per second is fine. Play your games. If you want to gripe about specs, buy a computer. Play on a computer. If you don't, and you just want to have fun with the game, play the game. 7 minutes here or something. I'm back rambling like I used to, so I'm gonna get off here. So, all right, everybody, I'm back. Let's have some fun. I'm not gonna make as many videos as normally. It's just got to be something that I really want to make videos about, which I got like a couple more to make videos about already. But you'll see me making content as I find something unique and I find something I want to talk about. All right, everybody. Big Gamer out.